We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go now. 59. Touchdown. 59. Guys, stay in situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Watch 85, ball going 85. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. You good? No.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Trey Burton. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chat.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 75 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? 99, check 99. Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Haywood. 56. Check 56. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here we go.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Alert. Hey. 56. Double bump. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch 16.
To throw from his end zone. Flowers. And he's going to let it go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 98 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back. Switch it. Okay.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
White 80. Ricky. 44.
Roethlisberger is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here we go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eluding the pressure right. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Jackson now. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
backfield. Snickers. Check 26, check 26. Hey, one set. Jack 16. 54, Mike 54. Go. Kill. Turn up. One day. Turn up. Watch the edge. Check the backer.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check your hot read. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready? 230. 54 Mike. Take both of them.
They run. This is Cohen. And he works free. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All right, now, 230. 56. I got it. Check 37. Check 37. Take 2 of them. Check 4. Slant. Treat these 2. Slack the 3rd.
On 1st down, Cohen. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Easy. Let's bring it.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here I come. Take both of them.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now goal for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, no. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down now, it's Mack trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Quarter. Hey, alert three. Check. Hot. Stick.
Draw play, Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
44.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Able to find his man, John Phillips. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Snickers, got spin.
Going for it with McKinnon. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Focus. Big.
Now Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check. Whip. Take both of them. Check 3.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
We got double up. Take 2 of them. Switch. No spacing. Watch out. Play 56.
They try again with Cohen. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Again, it's Cohen. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Like 20. 56. Keep these two.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Keep playing, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Like 5. Check 56. Quarter. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Rush in. Good. Get wide.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Easy, two. Undercut. Middle.
This is Cohen on the toss. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's it, baby.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go now. Touchdown. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the one. Big gap. Zip it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
No. Off. Check safety.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Lucky. Check nickel. Check 99. Watch that. Out.
Off the toss, Cohen. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Sponge. No.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Jackson's pass. Throw away and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Go. That's it. Set up. Back. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Come on. Shit. Watch the shit.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bilal Nichols coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
All right, now, black 20. Mike 5-4.
On first down, Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Sling. Check.
On 3rd down, Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Niners, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put the intent on, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in the brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put the intent on, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put the intent on, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points a car.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the